Hey, welcome back everybody. I'm Lewis, and this is Metal Ends Reviews. What's up? Hope you're all doing well. So, if this is your first time here checking out my channel, and you like what you see, well then, my friends, please do me the favor of like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me grow the channel and provide you guys more content. So, what are we doing? Well, this is going to be a bit of a change up. It's a musical piece from John Carpenter. And you're like, who the heck is that? So, who's John? Alright, so let me back up a little bit. It's not a song per se. It's going to be like more of like an instrumental, I guess. So, we got three guys here. John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, and Daniel Davies. And John Carpenter, first of all, if the name rings a bell, you're right, because you've definitely seen some of his movies. So, you know, the original Halloween, Jamie Lee Curtis. If all that rings a bell, he did that. Escape from New York, Escape from L.A., Prince of Darkness, all those movies. And most of the time, he composes his music. So, it just doesn't direct, write. He also composes music. And he's done some solo work. He'll bring out his son and like-minded musicians and do like a tour. I was lucky enough to see him at the Trocadero in Philadelphia, and it was an awesome event. It's not the spectacular rock show, but to see an icon such as John Carpenter, I mean, if you like horror, if you like, John Carpenter's way he composes music for his movies, the way he films his movies, his personality, he's just a cool guy, I even got a chance to meet him at I believe it was Comic-Con, and, just really, really cool guy. His music, when he's composing or doing, just music, on the side, it's kind of inspirational. When I do stuff that isn't metal related, like, when I compose for my short movies, or, try to do industrial, that kind of electronic music, I normally go to, John Carpenter, Nine Inch Nails sometimes, Rob Zombie a little bit, guys like that, Morricone. I'll try and pull that to help me compose a film score. But this guy, he's very talented. The way he composes music on his synth, keyboards, piano, whatever. The guy knows what he's doing, and he's got the movies to back it up. Now, like I said, his music that he writes pretty much to, whether he's on tour or just does it, to put out an album or CD. I believe I have one of the vinyls. It's called Lost Themes 2, and it definitely has a more of electronic kind of vibe to it, which I really, really dug. And basically, it's like, if he, finished the movie and didn't release it, this would be like the music for that film. These are very soundtrack savvy kind of musical numbers, pretty much. No lyrics, just a bunch of guys in a studio banging out a track that sounds like it belongs in a movie, and that's not a bad thing. It's really, really awesome. This is kind of more of a showcase. Now, this was dropped, I believe, I want to say maybe like a couple months ago, maybe, or a month ago. I'm not sure. He's promoting a new album called Lost Themes for Noir. I guess Noir is the theme of it, I guess. So, murder, mystery, all that stuff. This is a music video, so that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure if he directed it, but if he did, that'd be cool. So like I said, there's going to be no singing or nothing. It's just, think of it music that's unreleased for a movie, So it has that vibe. But John Carpenter's way about composing music it's awesome, and I've talked way too much, so let me stop yapping. I'm going to cue this up, and we're going to react to this together. Alright, guys? Alright, let's do this. This is John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, and Daniel Davies with My Name is Death. Cool title. Alright, so real quick, first impression here. I like it. It's cool. It's different. So, like I mentioned, his previous work has a more industrial, electronic kind of vibe to it. This has a more of a kind of rock, alternative, a little bit of classical feel in there. But also, it builds, so it has like a ambient kind of sound where it just kind of grows. There's like layers. And obviously, this isn't for everybody's taste. Especially, I notice when songs don't have lyrics, they're kind of hard to, feel, because it's like you feel like it's an endless track. Most people are used to the structure, verse, chorus, verse, or bridge, or what have you. The way it grows, and it's going to peak at some point, but there's different compositions in there, and you can appreciate stuff like that because it's different, You don't, when you're missing a singer, there's no cues to go off of, so you're just kind of this machine coming up with, okay, the next riff, the next bar, and it builds and builds into greatness. Now you have three very talented men here doing their thing, and John Carpenter at the head here, so, I like it. And I get the, so like I said, the album's called Lost Themes for Noir, and this little music video in the background is very 1950s, 1940s, or maybe even earlier than that, like murder mystery stuff, way before my time, but I still appreciate him. I love cinema. Obviously, I love John Carpenter's work, so in fact, I bet he would be really good at doing, this style of movie. So he didn't, so I'm trying to recall the director of this. I think it said Amber Navarro, not familiar, but I like the style of the video. I think the black and white, I think that's really cool, nice touch. But I'm pretty sure he directed like one or two, maybe more. I don't know how many music videos he put out with his band here, but either way, I like it. It's pretty cool. It's different for sure. Let's keep going. Okay, so I didn't know it was going to pick up like that, but that's pretty cool. So definitely this work, and I believe another video actually just dropped recently. I'm going to check that out too. So if I had to imagine, this album's going to have an entire different feel to it. As I mentioned before, the previous albums had a more industrial, electronic feel to it. This, more rock, more alternative, just, and that, ambience kind of growing sound of noise, but it morphs into, really, really good music at the end of the day. And like I said, yeah, not everyone's probably going to get it. Because this to me also feels like it should be in a movie. You know, you couldn't really, I guess. I mean, maybe you could, but I just don't see it where you could put probably lyrics to this. Probably wouldn't fit because the timing's different. Like I said, this is more of like a volcano slowly erupting, and now we're getting to like the climax part. But for what it is, though, it's awesome, and it has John Carpenter written all over it. I just know the way he plays just has a very distinct tone to it, and the composition of a song. So and I guess that goes with a lot of composers, especially like the big shot composers, the guys who did when you hear like stuff from like Star Wars or Avatar, really big epic movies, you just kind of know who you're dealing with. But yeah, so far so good. So real quick, the guy before this shot actually, the older gentleman is John Carpenter. So in case you guys who are tuning in and have like no idea who the heck is John Carpenter, he's the older man. I'm gonna try and pause, pull up a good shot. So that's him right there. And I know he looks, up there. But let me tell you, this guy, when you hear him, especially in recent interviews, the guy is, all just awesome. It's all there. And I really, really hope he comes out with a new movie. He did like a series, I think. But I want the whole package. I want him to do a feature-length film. I feel like he's got at least maybe one more good one left in him. He's done some work with the recent Halloween films, either attached by music or a producer. Even if he, maybe scored a new movie, I'd be fine with that. But he's definitely missed, and I would like him to. And this is fine too. Like I don't mind. If he comes around again, I'll definitely see him. But I would love to see what else he has to offer to the world of horror. So yeah, I'll be waiting for that. Well, that was cool. That was like a mini movie itself. So yeah, like I said, the track definitely felt reminiscent of his work. I felt like it was part of a movie he might have not completed, or like a unreleased track or something. But definitely soundtrack worthy. A composed piece for a movie we haven't seen yet. Definitely has that vibe, and I like it. I could tell it's John Carpenter with my eyes closed. Like I said, his style of filming, the music he does, it's unmistakable. But yeah, I liked it. I thought it was different. I got a kick out of it. Like I said, I'm almost certain the director, let's see, I'm trying to remember, Amber Navarro, I think. Well, anyway, she pulled off this good, 50s or 40s, whatever era it is, murder mystery noir kind of feel. It kind of went with the album title, so I get what they were trying to do here, the theme. But anyway, yeah, the song was pretty cool. Like I said, this definitely has a more rock, alternative, ambient kind of sound to it, as opposed to his other work, which is more electronic. But either way, it's John Carpenter through in and throughout. And it was a fun listen, and I hope you guys got a kick out of it too, because this is probably something you would never come across. Or maybe you do. I don't know. Let me know. What'd you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Are you familiar with John Carpenter's work? You at least got exposed at some point to the man's work. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, yes, thank you. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. And as always, my friends, I will see you all very, very soon. Peace.